Have you ever met someone whose silence was more powerful than 1,000 words? In a small town in India, there lived a man named Ramesh. He was a school principal, known for his intelligence and strict discipline. His words carried authority, and he believed that speaking with confidence was the key to earning respect. However, he had one flaw: he always had to prove himself right. Whether it was a debate, an argument, or even a casual conversation, Ramesh never backed down. One day, a new teacher named Shankar joined the school. He was quiet, humble, and rarely spoke unless necessary. He didn't try to impress anyone, nor did he challenge others in discussions. Instead, he listened. His silence was not weakness, it was a presence, a force that made people pay attention. Ramesh, being the dominant figure he was, often tried to challenge Shankar. In meetings, he would ask difficult questions, trying to corner him. But every time, Shankar would respond with a small smile or a simple, thoughtful answer. He never rushed, never argued, and never felt the need to prove himself. One day, an intense debate broke out among the staff. Teachers were arguing about a new education policy, each trying to prove their point. Ramesh, as always, took the lead, raising his voice to dominate the discussion. The room was chaotic, filled with loud opinions and endless arguments. But in the midst of all the noise, Shankar remained silent. He listened carefully, his face calm and composed. When the voices finally died down, everyone turned to him, expecting an opinion. Instead of arguing, Shankar simply asked, "What is more important, winning an argument or finding a solution?" The room fell silent. His words were simple, but they carried weight. The teachers, who had been fighting to prove themselves, suddenly felt foolish. They realized that in their eagerness to win, they had lost sight of the real goal, making the best decision for the students. Ramesh, too, was shaken. For the first time in his life, he saw the power of silence, not as weakness, but as wisdom. That day, he understood that true intelligence is not about speaking more, but about knowing when to speak and when to listen. From that moment on, Ramesh changed. He started listening more and speaking less. He no longer felt the need to prove himself in every conversation. And as he practiced silence, he discovered something incredible. People respected him more. His words, though fewer, carried more impact. Years later, when Ramesh retired, he gave his final speech. But this time, it wasn't long. He simply said, "The greatest lesson I learned was not in books or debates. It was in silence, because sometimes the most powerful message is the one left unsaid." The audience stood in awe, clapping, not just for his words, but for the wisdom behind them. Moral: silence is not weakness. It is power. The ability to listen, to understand, and to choose your word wisely is the true mark of intelligence.